the long, long struggle of ancient times finally ended. The victor sacrificed the vanquished to the heavens. 4 bells tolled, 4 torches were lit, and the world continued for thousands of years. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome to Phantasy Star, the end of the millennium. Here we have what many consider one of the best classic RPGs of all time. The Algos solar system, somewhere in space. Once a brilliant civilization flourished here. The citizens devoted themselves to art and the sciences, and life was prosperous and good. Then a series of disasters struck. The system-wide management system, Mother Brain, was destroyed. So was the first planet, Parma. Over 90% of the system's population died, and the advanced technological culture was lost. Society declined, spiraling downward until only a few scattered groups even remembered there were better times. 1,000 years passed. At last, civilization is once more on the rise across the Algos system. People are again turning their thoughts of an easier life. Old knowledge is being rediscovered. But just as things look brighter, beyond a threshold long thought closed, a dark and very ancient evil lurks. So, as I said, this is a classic RPG, but many people don't know about it as they should. So I'm going to go ahead and do a playthrough of it because this is one of my all-time favorites. What's a Chaz? And hurry up and get ready. This strikes me as the beginning of an anime. If I have a piece of toast in my mouth, I'm going to be very upset. Yes, it is, as I have absolutely no memory of anything that has happened before this moment. A full-fledged partner. Motavia Academy. In the town of Piata. Town of learning, apparently. That would strike me as accurate, seeing as how it's got an academy in it. Just come. Okay, first of all, get the prerequisite, that's what she said joke out of the way. But second, strike you as that odd? Get the details once we're there. This is all cutscene, by the way. We just passed through a person! What is this nonsense? Tour the academy. Kid seems to be an intellectual. She doesn't seem to be much of one. Or at the very least, she has different priorities. 2284. Monster attacks have swelled the ranks of those who call themselves hunters, but as the attacks become ever... Unfortunately, they expect you to read fairly slowly. Become ever more frequent and powerful, an elite few begin to wonder what is behind this outbreak, and when and how will it all end. It is almost like something's changed. Things have begun to move. Oops, I wandered around and now I've gotten separated from Alice. I'm assuming it's pronounced Alice, by the way. I've got to find her. Well, we should probably do that. Let's talk to some people first. Wrong button. Yes, there is. Look. About a month ago, monsters began to appear in the basement. I'm so frightened I can't even think about my research. There are monsters in the basement? You guys should do more cleaning. I'm one to talk. Are you a hunter? You here to exterminate monsters? Maybe. I don't know exactly yet. Hunter commissioned by the principal? A kid like you? We able to handle it? Probably. I mean, I'm young enough to save the world, aren't I? Chaz, where have you been? Come on, let's go. But we have to see the principal and get the details about this commission. Yeah, it's probably good to get some information out of him, isn't it? Let's head right in. Whoa, hello. Fun feature about the Phantasy Star series. They like to do these little cutscenes like this, and I think it's a wonderful addition. Welcome. I am the principal of this academy. I can see that. You must be Alice the Hunter, and you are her assistant, Chaz. Assistant, partner, whatever. Forgive me, but Chaz is a full-fledged partner of mine. Oh, well, I guess the semantics matter. Now let's get down to business. Describe the situation. About a month ago, mysterious monsters started to appear within this academy. It looks like a crazed version of a brain with 2 legs and tendrils. It appears they have made the basement their headquarters. Why would they make the basement their headquarters? How did they even get there? I've since closed it off. Quarantine. Well, I suppose that's the only thing to do. So far, no one's been hurt, but who knows when they'll appear again. Probably when they've reached critical mass and break through the door. Please, I beg you to destroy all those creatures. I'd like to settle this matter discreetly. I'm counting on your reputation, Alice. She's got quite a reputation, apparently. Guess it's good that we're her partner. No problem. You can rely on us. Although it's strange that all those monsters suddenly appeared in this academy. Usually monsters don't come into inhabited areas. Do you have any idea how this happened? How would I know? Stop asking questions. Just hurry and exterminate those monsters. Don't forget, I'm paying you dearly for your services. Let's see, he wants us to be discreet, he doesn't want us asking questions. Yeah, I'm sensing conspiracy. Oh well. Something smells fishy here. That principal was hiding something. Maybe he's afraid of the monsters? I think there's more to it than that. Things are starting to get interesting. Interesting. Or life-threatening. Either or. Here at Matovia Academy, we search for the truth of the universe. Largest research facility on the entire planet. What do you think? Isn't it grand? Looks like an interesting place, doesn't it, Alice? Really? It doesn't interest me one bit. She's fairly mercenary. It's understandable. If you're looking for the principal's room, it's way in the back. Recently he's been acting strangely. I think he's scared of something. Maybe it is just the monsters like Chaz said. Apparently 1,000 years ago, there were ships that could travel through space. Today the only thing we can do is view Zezalus through a telescope. Just once I would love to go to Zezalus. Sounds like a dream traveling to another planet. It also sounds like desolate, so I'm not sure if that's a great vacation spot. I guess we'll never know, though. Once there were 3 planets in the Algo star system. During the Great Collapse, the planet Parma was lost. Only Desolus and this planet remain. Really? There's only 2 planets, huh? Wow, what a view. Huh? Do I know you? Yikes! What are you doing with such lethal weapons? Get out! How rude. We have lethal weapons, huh? Well, let's go see, shall we? Status. Let's get Chaz first. Chaz is level 1 hunter, age 16, old enough to save the world. The stats are pretty much self-explanatory. Strength determines physical power, mental determines power with techniques and some skills. Agility determines order in battle, dexterity is how often you avoid, or those might be switched. I'll double check at some point to make sure. Rest is short for restore, in theory, but it's a healing spell. All the rest spells are. Earth is a skill that Chaz has. Unlike techniques use your tech points, skills you have a certain amount of uses. And then if you rest, all of it's refilled. Earth paralyzes enemies. Alright, so let's see what Alice has. Oh, I didn't say anything. Lethal weaponry, we're wielding 2 knives. Yeah, I can see why you might be scared. Let's see what Alice has. boomerang. A lethal boomerang. Well then, and quite a smug smirk. Alice the Hunter is level 7, age unknown. Okay. She's significantly stronger than Chaz. She has 3 techs, Voice, Shift, and Center. And then she has the skill Vortex. Well, I guess we're lethal, if you consider boomerangs lethal. I kind of doubt it, though. I'm studying history. This planet has bad problems from the beginning. Presently, we have an abnormal climate, soil depletion, and a decreasing birth rate. Doesn't make for a promising future. It's kind of too depressing. Let's get out of here. Yes, it's depressing to worry about the future, isn't it, Alice? The God of Learning, Dr. Lubetz. A person from 2,000 years ago. Wonder if that's a reference to something? And let's talk about the other folks later. I want to move on. Pacing isn't good for the floor, dude. What? You're the hunters? Really? You don't think we can do the job? No, not at all. I didn't mean that. Since we have the principal's permission, let us pass. Wait, take me with you. And why should we? My name is Han. I'm an assistant in this academy. I work for Professor Holt, who has gone to investigate Birth Valley for his research. We haven't heard from him since. That's great. What does Birth Valley have to do with here? So now I'm searching for the professor's whereabouts. Bleh. Speak. Birth Valley? That's that mysterious place that has been called the Sacred Valley of Life. Sounds significant. What's the connection between the valley and this current monster scare? What I said, see? Me and Alice think alike. After the investigation team, led by the professor, was reported missing, the principal barred everyone from entering Birth Valley. We're trying to get information as to what's going on, but he keeps evading the issue. And then this monster scare begins. I'll bet anything there's some sort of connection between these incidents. 2 incidents occurring somewhat close together doesn't necessarily mean a correlation, bud. Well, it's true that there is something fishy about the principal's behavior. It seems suspicious regardless. Given the circumstances, I feel compelled to investigate the basement myself. Come to think of it, it is a bit dangerous. So you were just waiting for us to arrive? Well, yes, you catch on quick. 100 Meseta. What? We'll take you with us for 100 Meseta. I hope you weren't thinking of asking to tag along with us for free. I can't get that kind of money from the principal. That's not my problem. And what are you gonna do? Okay, I'll pay. He got the money somehow, so let's give him a look. Han. Scholar. Level 1, age 24. Dude's younger than I am. He's using a dagger and a shield, and he's got more. It looks like he's more tech-based than anything else. Refs and Galoon, and skill is Vision. Alright. What the balls was that? It looked like one of the monsters we were shown earlier. Monomate! Alright, so Monomates are the basic healing item of the game. And Zoran Boot. Alright, and here's how combat works in Phantasy Star. It is turn-based, and it works pretty much exactly like you would expect of Final Fantasy or any other classic RPG. The only difference is perspective. I really like how your perspective is from behind the characters and towards the enemies. Alright, so here you have attack, techniques, and abilities. I'm just going to have Alice attack. Normally you would choose who you would attack, but you'll see why Alice doesn't in a sec. So I could use Earth, Restore, which there's no Restore, or just attack, which has. And now I have Galoon, Rest, and Vision. I'm just going to have Han. Excuse me, I'm just going to have Han attack for now. See, Alice's boomerang, she throws it and hits all enemies. You saw Chaz attack twice because he has 2 weapons. So that'll allow him to attack twice and just add their attacks together. So Chaz took quite a bit of damage. Alice, of course, tanks like a boss. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and have Han heal Chaz up. Because Han has way more tech than Chaz does. 100 Meseta, which, if you haven't noticed, is the currency for the game. Alright, well, let's go. Oh, they got the drop on us. That's no good. Chess took a little bit of a beating. Alright, now we have the Xenoflagu. Xenoflag? I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. They have some weird names in this game, let's be honest. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use Rest on Chaz. He missed. Gonna have to hope Alice tanks. Oh, that was a crit. Good thing I'm healing. They don't go... I mean, yes, they're going easy on us. But the damage can be pretty high if they're not hitting the right person. Which, if you haven't guessed, is Alice. Chaz is taking a beating. You want to keep your health above 10, ideally. I'm being a little more conservative than normal, but yeah. Antidote does exactly what you think it does. What's this? Crazy-ass tubes. Science tubes. Okay, what? What? You look nothing like the other beasties we faced. You have a fucking nose. Welcome to Iglanova. 300 hit points. Boss time. Alright, so here's what you do. Vortex is a strong single-target attack that Alice has. Earth doesn't help us because he's immune to it. Res doesn't help us, so just have him attack. I'm gonna go ahead and use Vision with Han. And he missed. Boom. Dexterity is up. Alright. So now I'm gonna have her just regular attack, because it'll hurt the other enemy and the boss. Then I'll go have Chaz focus on the boss still, and then Galoon. Galoon lowers the attack power of all enemies, but it has to hit them, of course. So that probably didn't help as much as it could have. I'm gonna have them both attack again, and I'm gonna see if I can get Galoon on the boss. But only one more time. Otherwise I need to save tech points. Nope. Alright, no more worrying about that. Since Vision, you only need to use it once, I'll have Han try and clean up the smaller guys with Alice's help. Ow. He got a crit. That's probably what he needed to do to kill it, to be honest. Ow. See, this first fight isn't going to be terribly exciting. It's exactly the strategy I'm showing you. Attack with Alice to hurt them both. Attack the main boss with Chaz. Attack the little guy with Han. And as long as he keeps visioning, you can keep doing that over and over again. And this is it. So, not terribly exciting, but it's a tutorial area, essentially. So what are you gonna do? So, this game got some critical acclaim when it came out. It's actually been, a lot of people really like it. It is a direct sequel to a previous Phantasy Star game. This is Phantasy Star IV. Previous games, 1 through 3, aren't necessarily... They're a lot like Final Fantasy games in that they don't have to be directly linked. But this is a direct sequel to 2. You don't have to play 2 to get it. You'll just miss Easter eggs and other references. I don't know anything about Phantasy Star 2, so I will miss these references probably. Alright, well Chaz gained a level. Han gained a level. Good, they're both level 2. We did it! Chaz, you need more practice. Your swing is too slow. He did miss. What? But we destroyed the monster. With my help. Sorry. Now Han, come over here. What? What are these glass containers for? These? Hey, are you by chance breeding monsters here? If that's the case, this monster business is no mystery after all. I don't know anything. It's the first time I've been in this room. I've only just learned that such a thing exists in the Academy. Really, it's the truth. I believe you, for now. The principal must know about these containers. He must also know about the connection between this and the disappearance of Professor Holt. Yes, let's see with the principal again. Come on, Chaz. Hey, don't leave me here. So we've got a bit of a mystery on our hands. Does the principal know about this? If so, why? Last thing we need in this world is more monsters being created. Looks like they're determined not to let us out easy. Once again, Chaz misses. So, as I was saying before, you don't need to play previous games to get this one. In fact, I never did. But when I was a kid, this was one of the games I always rented. And Chaz gained a level. Nice. I would rent this game as often as possible. Now, I never owned it until recently. But I didn't need to, because of how often I rented it. I would even luck out and rent the same cartridge, so I'd be able to continue my save file. It was pretty awesome. Alright. What's wrong? You seem upset. Were you able to defeat those monsters? Yes, but there's something I wanted to ask you. What? Is it just my imagination that I saw some strange things in the basement? Stop beating around the bush. Someone keeping information from me is the 6th most dangerous thing in this world. I'm worried about 1 through 5. Alright already. I'll tell you what I know. You were aware of the recent outbreak of the new breed of monster? Oh yes, thanks to that outbreak I'm not hurting for work. 3 months ago, Holt identified Birth Valley as the origin of the outbreak, and he went to investigate. He says he discovered the remains of an ancient and advanced civilization. The investigation team brought back the monster breeding capsules, and immediately set forth on their investigation mission, but not one of them came back. Yes, that's right, Han. And despite all this, you didn't send out a rescue team and banned entrance to Birth Valley. No! I was trying to send a rescue team, but something happened. At that moment, a man who called himself Zio appeared before my eyes. Zio? I've heard of him, that fake magician. Ah, my dear principal of Motovia Academy. How are you doing? Who are you? This is a flashback, by the way, in case you didn't notice. My name is Zio. Zio the Black Magician. Dark Magician? Do not intrude on Birth Valley. What do you mean? In the future, if you ever let anyone set foot in Birth Valley... Ah! Let me make something clear. There is no need for you to go to Birth Valley. Look, if you say Birth Valley another couple dozen times, I might be convinced. It's related to the research team. So that's why Birth Valley's situation wasn't announced, and also why you tried to keep a lid on the monster situation. But what is this all about? Remains of an ancient advanced civilization and Zio? It seems like these are the signs of something to come. I need to help the professor. I'm going to Birth Valley. Psst, Han. This is egg-laying season for sandworms, so be careful. Alice? We'll tag along for a 300 setup plus expenses. The plus expenses thing doesn't apply to equipment. Deal! Where does he get this money? He's a student! Birth Valley is to the northeast. Let's hurry! Alright, so we have our mission, folks. Go to Birth Valley, investigate what has happened, and hopefully confront this Zio person. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.